Hey everyone, it's Grady from SUBOVERLAND, and in this video I'll be doing a little walk around of this Toyota Sequoia build behind me. Let's get right into it. This is a 2003 Toyota Sequoia, and this is the first Sequoia build out, full build that we've done. I've owned one other of these and really liked it, and you know, they're a great rig. If you guys don't know much about the Sequoias, I mean, they're pretty basic. They don't get crazy fancy. Some of them have the air ride suspension and stuff. This one was the, I believe, the SR5 package, so it has leather seats. Doesn't have heated leather or anything like that. So that's kind of, you know, obviously airbags, and they're safe, and just that era of Toyota. I don't say there's like a super flashy car by any means or anything like that. But suspension wise, it's front and rear coils. The fronts are more like the 07 and newer Suburban, so it's like a coil assembly there. And on the lifts on these, we do Dobinson. So it's about, I believe, a 2 to 3 inch lift from Dobinson, front and rear, with their Dobinson shocks and everything. So I don't like to get these things super high. They have great approach and departure angles and everything, actually just stock. I haven't done the measurements, but probably better than a Suburban actually. Like you can see, that is just, it's pretty good departure angle there. So they do really well off-road. These are a 33-inch tire, just like our Suburban. So this is a 285/75/16 Falcon Rubitrek. These also do have a V8. It's a 4.7 V8, amazing engine. The only thing I don't like about this engine is having to do timing belts, which I think is annoying. But it is what it is. So every 90 to 100,000, you got to do a timing belt on these. Versus, you know, the Suburbans, it's a lifetime because it's a chain. So anyway, that's kind of the major difference as far as engine goes. They do really well. They drive fine. They have plenty of power for being such a small V8. They did an amazing job. They last a long time if you maintain these. So very impressed with the drivetrain. It does have high and low range, and does well, like I said, off-road. So let's get into some of the build we did. We did LED headlights, so those helped out a ton. What else? Vent shades, you can see there. And then up top, we have two 100-watt solar panels, and then a fan. So that's the build up top. Let's get back in the interior here. So this is how this setup was. Now this isn't going to be every Sequoia setup, but this was a half platform. You guys have seen some of these on the channel before. And then we did cubbies on the sides, and then obviously that fan. And then there's a LED light there in the middle, and that's all run off of the EcoFlow. This pulls out just like our other stuff, and then has a big box topper like that. So that's a great place to put your, you know, Coleman stove, or have a good prepping, you know, for cooking and everything surface. And then in the back of this one, this client wanted it back here for the fridge, because we're originally going to put it behind that driver's seat, because the center consoles on these are just, they're just not, it's not wide enough right there like a Suburban. And they just, anyway, the way it is set up with a 4-wheel drive, and it just, you cannot remove the center console like the Suburbans to fit the fridge. So that is definitely, you know, it's a downside to some people, but some people love their center consoles. So and then if we walk over here, here's the EcoFlow. This is the Delta Max, and then Delta 2 Max. Then this See how it's, you know, this folded. We had to get this mattress. It's a little bit different setup than other ones, but this will pull forward just like from the back here. And those are window inserts right there. So this will just slide forward. And then you put the box topper on top of there. So you have that full length. This is a really jealous of this mattress. That's gonna be a nice sleep. So anyway, so that's kind of the setup here. It's a 2-seater, which is great, a lot of room. These have a little bit less room than a Suburban for sure. I believe it's a little bit taller, just by a little bit, as far as, you know, the back area. So a little bit more headroom. And then in the front here, we did a doubled in with backup camera. This has around 250,000 miles. Timing belts, you know, been done and everything. So that's really the main thing you got to, you know, keep up on these is timing belts, and then just regular maintenance as far as fluids and everything. We've done quite a bit of work on this. The rear bearings and the rear axle were all shot, and the fronts too. So I did front and rear bearings, and these are kind of a bear to do. They are anyway, it's not a hub assembly like in the fronts like Suburbans and stuff. So they are, so stuff like that gets a little more taxing. You got the timing belt, and then some of the Toyota really sticks old, you know, old school with as far as even suspension and stuff, which is good. It's kind of similar to the Suburban in that way, where parts are really interchangeable. So pretty much this is really, the suspension is somewhat similar to the Land Cruiser 100 series, except for the front, and the 100 series is a torsion bar. So there's differences, but the rear axle I believe is the same, and you know, that 4.7 V8 is used a lot, so there's, you know, parts are available. But all in all, love this thing. Interior is super clean on this. Someone really took good care of it. Carpet was amazing. So really happy to pick up the client today. We're gonna go pick him up, and he'll be on his way. But so that sums up this video. The only thing to add here, I'd say, is these seats are really comfortable. I will, like, this is great. I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're better or worse than a Suburbans, but like Toyota on this, this is the first gen of Sequoia. They didn't have this in Japan, and they still don't, to my knowledge. This was made for other markets, specifically the American market. So they really tried to take a lot of what like Americans want. I mean, like giant oversized cup holders, comfy seats, you know, the big third row. The third row of this is like, it's, all the seats are very comfortable. They did a great job with a lot of things. They checked a lot of boxes. I can tell that, you know, this was just going to be their great vehicle, and it sold really well, and they're reliable. They're somewhat affordable, but they are more expensive than Suburbans for sure, if you like comp year ranges. But you know, the Toyota tax, that's what happens. They're great rigs. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And if you want to see some more Sequoia stuff, let me know. Maybe I'll buy up another one and we can do some more content on it. But thanks again, and catch you on the next one.